looked at his, I like his little Instagram and man, that means that man. I like him, man.
Youngster.
Yeah, he spread love, man. He's positive, man.
That's good, man.
I like to get behind stuff like that.
Yeah,
I like to get behind stuff like that.
Yeah, he positive.
Man, yes he is, man. And we need that, man, because especially him for being in New Orleans, it's so easy for him to go
to fall back.
Yeah,
he fall out of line. So
because he actually can rap, so.
One Side Smokers. That's the name of the group.
Yeah, man, that's our group, man.
Yeah, I'll definitely come. You coming to the party Saturday? The 80s party.
Oh yeah, remember I told you I was gonna do that.
You gotta come as
Ain't got no 80s clothes, but I try to find some.
I'm gonna try to dress like Money Making Mitch on Patty Porter.
Oh yeah.
Find me a page and
I'm trying to come like DJ Rob Bass with an Adidas warm up on and my head turned to the side.
How was your week, sir?
Long.
Well, last week.
Long.
You got the happy cups.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, these the emoji cups. Damn. Wait a minute. You didn't listen. I just realized you had the Pink Panther shit going on right
You didn't notice that? I peeked when I walked in. You late? I went to the cook-off, man, and had a blast, dude.
How was that?
Oh man, well, you know my company, we sponsored like three of the tents that were there. So they gave us passes. Man, I was in every tent I could.
Really?
Boy, we got so twisted in there, man.
You gotta go there with a whole, I'm talking about empty stuff.
Yeah, super empty.
I went one year and I was so sick. I woke up in the middle of the night like
trying to breathe because you ate all that food.
And I passed out in the car, so
all that
food
where they had the most drinks, the visible drinks where you could see them. And the white people had they had it all where you could see it, like wines and vodkas and gins and all kind of stuff, man. And it was I had fun. It was live. I'm trying to get some some carnival season passes from one of the salesmen at the job.
Thanks for tuning in. This is Sunday Influence on Texas on my jam. I'm Lynn.
And I'm your man, Mr. Rush. Don't count me out, call me in. I hope y'all doing swells today.
My name is Brad the Barber. I'm here. How's everybody going, man? How you doing?
All I can say is Dallas.
We good, man. We good, man.
Y'all talking about y'all weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, the weekend. The weekend was.
I just went to a birthday party, my brother's birthday party.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw you.
It was a nice little spot at his club.
You talking about Mr. Cecil?
Yeah, Mr. Cecil.
I didn't get a chance to get out. I was stuck in the house.
Okay.
I was stuck in the house. I got out Saturday night. I went out. Yesterday, I didn't do nothing yesterday. I had a robe on the whole damn time.
Okay, that's rest day for real.
A robe.
Robe
time.
Yeah, look at movies. It was a Netflix and definitely chill type of situation.
Okay, one of my kind of nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did that. I got up at 10, went back to sleep at 1:30. No, got up at 1:30 and looked at movies the whole entire damn day. That was it.
That was it.
What did you do, sir?
Saturday I had to work. I got off about 12 o'clock. Every Saturday I get my hair cut at about 2:30. Sit up at the barber shop and run my mouth about stuff that really don't matter to these cats. And then Saturday night I went to a birthday party as well. I went to a birthday party at Bar 88.
You get your back
Beltway. Right there off the Beltway. And,
situation like out that way.
Beltway 8, exit Lockwood, and make the U-turn and come back up. So it's on the north side.
Yeah,
North side, sweetie.
That's off the grid, huh?
That's the north side. I went to a birthday party there. It was live. And then Sunday, we had a fish fry. My motorcycle club had a fish fry.
So what motorcycle club you part in?
King's Angels.
Okay.
I'm the vice president of that club, actually.
Okay.
And
I like those clubs.
oh, you like the biker club?
She's a biker girl.
I am a
Come on
biker chick.
in. We
but
got
I'm-
plenty of places we can be. Some of them on the north side, though.
Everything be on the north side.
No,
When I was
yeah,
I was auditioning or prospecting for a biker club,
Speaking of
and everything was
motorcycle
on
clubs,
the north side.
shout out to you ever True Cons?
Yeah, that's my partner. I know the president.
Yeah, man.
What club was you prospecting for?
PGS, Pretty Girl Swag.
Yeah. I know. I've seen some of them.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the presidents from a lot of the bigger clubs because I was in the motorcycle scene, and then when all the bullshit started, I kind of got out of it because, you know,
What's going on?
it's just, you know, a bunch of nonsense. The whole biker scene thing, man, got kind of twisted up because you have people who, in a club, me and you got a club.
Mhm.
You the president, I'm vice president. You piss me off. It could be something
Oh,
trivial
yeah.
like you got the chick that I like,
Oh,
and I'm pissed off at you, so I must leave
yeah.
your
Start
club
my own club.
and start my own club.
Yes.
And then somebody
Sounds
in my
familiar.
club gonna get pissed off at me, and then they gonna go start their own club. They call them pop-up clubs.
Pop-up
But,
club.
But then you get to find out who has allegiance to who at that point.
What they loyalties like.
Because that it's going to things are going to split up. I've seen a situation like that happen. But yeah, so I always thought the biker man they go pretty hard. I got some friends that's clean. They came out here. I think every year there's a big bike thing.
In
So
Galveston.
much of in Galveston.
Yeah.
When
That's
is that
the rally.
going? That's
That was already passed. We was
That's
at the rally. We went to the rally.
That's
The
my-
rally at
that's
That's
Galveston.
nice.
I know a
It's
few
all
of
the way
True
live.
Cons, so they all go.
biker
It's all a
guy.
lot. So a lot of the clubs get together down there, man, and they party because the rally be so packed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the first 2 days they have a strip, and then you really can't get down the strip because there's so many bikes.
Just bikes.
So a lot of time, a lot of these clubs get beach houses down there and they'll throw
And that's what
parties.
they do.
They
They'll throw
do.
parties, and then on
That's what they do.
Sunday,
They throw
Right.
parties.
on Sundays it still be packed, but you can hit the strip and you can show
Right.
your bike off or whatever.
Right.
Man, it's all kind of bikes out there,
It was
dude.
that first day, everybody really chilling. They don't want to go nowhere. They've been
Absolutely.
riding
So,
already.
so is this biker people period? Is white, black? Is
Oh
this,
yeah,
It's all
it's a mix
kinds.
of dudes. It's
It's
white,
everything.
black. You know what I'm saying? It's white, black, Mexicans, whatever, man.
It's
Bikes.
all-
They have bikes, slingshots, Can-Ams, everything, bro.
Yeah.
Homemade
Yeah,
bikes,
it's
custom
nice.
bikes, everything. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
So I went to the
I've
fish
never
fry,
went
man,
to-
and got fat full,
Okay.
drunk. Woke up this morning, had to go back to the J.
It was one of them kind of. It was just a chill type of weekend.
Well, it was gloomy, so you can't help it.
And it
You
rained.
know what kind of
all day.
weekend it was.
Yeah.
You know what kind of weekend it was.
Yeah.
Crack that window a little bit.
You sitting over there like you ain't know. You the one sitting in your robe,
Exactly. All day.
robe and a speedo or something. You probably had a
Only thing I
speedo
did
on.
That
and
boy
you
come in,
ain't gonna say
that
nothing.
boy come in with his
You
robe and
probably
tie.
had a
Baby,
tiger
roll
stripe,
time.
yeah, tiger stripe speedo or something,
Roll
man.
time. Roll time. Roll time.
Man.
No, that was
You
the
didn't do that.
weekend. What you do? What you got going on? What you
Okay.
I was at the crib, man. I really was at the crib. Went to go eat some crawfish.
Oh shit!
I
It's
just
crawfish
chilled, man.
season.
Yeah, man. I just chilled. I didn't do nothing. Same thing. Movie, Netflix type of thing.
You know, listen, we went now Saturday. I did go eat at Hank's Crawfish. You know that's that?
Which one? The one
It's
West
on
Town or
West Town.
6? Okay.
Man, it was
Good.
packed.
It was packed.
Everybody trying to, crawfish season. Black folks, man, they get crazy.
I don't eat crafish.
Listen,
I'll
I
be
don't
honest with
eat.
you. I'm very contradicting when it comes. I don't eat no pork. I don't eat nothing like that. But that crawfish, man.
You kill it.
What kind of? But isn't that really like?
It's like the
That's
pig of the
contradictory.
sea.
So,
It's
yeah,
the pig of the sea.
Is it?
It makes
It's
no
big of the
sense.
sea.
It's the pig
It
of the
makes
sea.
no
I eat
sense.
that
Really?
swine.
Crawfish and shrimp.
Yeah, I eat that.
I like
swine.
shrimp.
I don't care
They
what
the
you
pig.
say.
They are the pig of the
Oysters?
sea.
I don't do
I eat
oysters.
oysters.
I don't do
I eat them
oysters.
raw.
Oysters either.
I don't know. What's funny is I don't
used to
eat catfish.
oysters.
Like, see, I'm messed up. That's probably the closest to swine as I
The
get.
only
is
one
crawfish.
messed up, bro. I don't eat
Swordfish.
crawfish.
Ooh, them crawfish.
I don't
man.
eat crawfish. I mean, I get talked about so bad. I don't eat crawfish. I can't stand
When
crawfish.
people invite me to
I
this
don't
situation, I'm like, is that all you is it anything
Is
else?
anything
That you
else.
offer?
I don't eat
That you
mashed
offer?
potatoes. I don't eat potato salad, but I eat the hell out of some
What?
French fries. I
Mashed
don't eat that.
potatoes?
I don't eat mashed
Really?
potatoes.
Ooh,
I don't eat potato salad. I can't chew
Baked
it.
You don't like the texture
I
of
can't
it.
chew. I don't eat baked potatoes either.
I love
Because
this.
but you like French fries because they crunch.
Yeah,
Because you
'cause
it
I
got
can chew
texture,
it,
he
bro.
can
I
eat on
can't-
it.
That's weird.
You don't want
but
that
I
mushy
don't.
stuff.
I don't
Like
eat
that's
that
baby
kind of
food.
stuff, man. Yeah, I eat that stuff.
You eat grits?
Oh, I eat grits.
They got more texture though.
Right.
Yeah.
Them for the something.
But they got a little more texture to it than a mashed potato.
Now do y'all put sugar or
Butter,
salt in
salt,
your
pepper,
grits?
butter.
I use all three.
What?
You
In
put
my
sugar?
grits.
You put salt, pepper, and sugar on that
I
thing,
put
man.
salt,
Put your eggs
pepper,
in there and
and
mix it
sugar.
all
Put
up
your
at the same
eggs
time.
in
Put your
there.
eggs in that thing,
Now, I
man.
put my eggs in
Yeah.
with salt,
Come
pepper,
on,
and
man.
sugar.
Salt,
Come on,
pepper,
man.
and
I don't
sugar.
put
You
no
made that
salt.
all at the same
I put the
time,
salt in when you cooking the grits, but after I finish, I put the pepper and the sugar on there, and I
Pepper and
go
sugar, you put
live.
the eggs
Pepper
in
and
there.
I go live in that
With some
thing.
butter, a
What?
lot of butter.
Man, when I
Yeah,
tell you,
A lot of butter.
I understand people that eat their grits, then go over here and get the egg.
nah, you
Put it
gotta
in
put
the
that.
thing,
They gotta be
man.
mixed together. They gotta be
Put
touched
that in
up.
there, man.
I
I
got
mix
you.
my band.
No doubt.
I put sugar on my beans and rice. I put sugar on my chili. I put sugar
Oh,
on
no,
my
I don't
beans.
Probably
Yeah.
sugared up.
I want hot sauce.
I'm not eating hot sauce, man. I can't eat no
No, I
hot
want
sauce.
some hot
Nothing,
sauce.
man. I don't eat
With
hot
some
food.
cayenne.
I love some
Cayenne
hot
on my
sauce.
chili.
Oh, you
Gotta
don't do
have
hot
some
sauce.
I don't eat hot foods, period. If it's
If
spicy,
you
I
put
don't eat it.
sugar and everything.
Man, that hot sauce on my shrimp and grits. Yes, sir. And cheese. Yeah. Going down.
I can't eat shrimp and grits. I can't eat fish and grits.
Actually,
Only thing I
you
can eat
the-
meaty with
but
grits
wait a
is
minute,
some
do you eat
swine.
shrimp though?
I eat the hell
What
out
about
of some
salmon?
shrimp.
Okay, so
croquettes.
you eat
No.
grits.
What about salmon croquettes?
No.
No, you say no.
I'm burnt out on that. My mama used to cook that when I was a
Yes.
kid. I'm done.
You know what?
When
But I
got
know
old
y'all
enough
had
to
the
pick my own
kush
food. Kush. No.
You,
All that
with the
couscous.
cornbread and
That's,
the milk.
that's Louisiana
That's a
style.
negative. Go
That's
try it.
Louisiana style.
Yeah,
And
because
then
you
they
know,
I
want
was
the
brought up
crust
with
in there
some-
so they can get the crunchy part when they put the milk on it.
I was
And
brought
then
up
let it
with the
sit for a
Louisiana
while and let it
folks.
swell up.
Serve sandwiches.
I did the syrup sandwiches
Back in the day.
off the can.
There you go.
That canned syrup.
Ugh.
You know it's what I'm
I
talking
know what
about.
you're talking
With
about.
salt, the bread gotta be soft.
The bread gotta be
What
soft.
y'all know about that rice in the morning with the eggs? And my mom used to
No,
make
sir.
that rice. Yeah, we used
With
to
the
have the rice
butter?
with the
Yeah.
butter and the eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes
Yeah.
my mom would make cinnamon rice and put the little carnation milk in there.
Oh, I do that.
With the
I
little-
make
with
that.
the little
Yeah, I know
brown
what
sugar
you're talking
on
about.
there.
I make
I know
that.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You make
I
that
make that
now.
now. Yeah.
Never had
I used to make that
it.
for the kids. Yeah.
Really?
But in the oven, it'd be really better.
What?
Yeah, it's like you
Oh,
bake
no.
it. They got like a
So
little
you
crust
basically-
around it. You just scoop it
Nah,
out.
man,
you-
and
you
eat
like
it.
simple
It's like
stuff.
a rice
No, I'm
pudding
really picky,
almost.
dude. It's like certain things that I don't eat. I get into it with these boys at the barbershop because they was telling me about they, you know how. I mean, I grew up with a single parent, so we wasn't rich. We wasn't rich at all. But there were certain things I just wouldn't eat. They tell me they used to eat ketchup sandwiches. They told me they used to
Ketchup
eat.
sandwiches.
They told me they
That's
used to
really
eat beans
like-
and wieners.
That's really poor.
They used to eat
I'm
beans and
sorry,
wieners.
Infinity, but
I ain't eat no beans and wieners.
Especially eat a sugar sandwich.
Ketchup.
And
Sugar
yeah,
sandwich.
then they said it was a mayonnaise. They ate a mayonnaise sandwich.
Mayonnaise
Nah,
sandwich.
Ain't
I've
no
never
damn
done a
Now, see,
mayonnaise
my mom
sandwich, bro.
would do mayonnaise and put a tomato in there and
Uh-uh.
sprinkle some dill and eat it
that's
like that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another
Now,
thing
you
I
know
can't
what?
stand is ramen noodles. I can't.
Oh, now, I ate that so
freaking
much as a
stand
child.
ramen noodles.
I ate
I
that
never
so much
ate
as a
ramen
child.
noodles. You can't bring ramen
That
noodles
was
in the
mine.
house. If you bring ramen noodles in the house, you getting put outside. Man.
I ate so much of that
Wow.
in college and as a kid. I don't eat it. I
guess
can't
it
eat
Don't
that.
ramen noodles.
Food
That or
you-
Hawaiian
that
punch.
you-
Don't give me no
that
damn
you
Hawaiian.
grew
Okay.
up eating.
Hawaiian punch?
Some-
Oh, I go live on that Hawaiian punch. Yes, sir.
That's too
Now
sweet.
what about spam?
Oh hell no.
Oh, I used to go.
No. I'm
no.
not
Back
I'm
in
not
the
talking
day.
about spam now.
Back in
But I know you ain't
Spam
back
back
then.
then.
Back
Nope.
in the day.
I never ate
I
it.
Nope.
can't stand it now.
Fried spam.
Oh my
I never
gosh.
ate spam.
Fry it. And put it on some
Oh
bread.
no. Y'all
With some
good.
lettuce and tomato.
I take
like
y'all
you
word
call
for
it.
it.
I know.
Or fried with some eggs.
Fried- Oh yeah.
Okay, man, y'all.
Yeah, y'all.
But you know, what I mean,
I mean, come on.
I grew up vegetarian,
guys.
so I wasn't eating that. I didn't eat meat till I was like 13.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't eat meat till you was 13? Really? What the hell was you eating them
He was
past
a
Vegetables,
vegetarian.
beans,
Yeah,
rice,
Yeah, we
tofu.
were a lot of
Fish.
vegetarian, but what happened? What it is we were like all those Loma Linda, like those red bean burgers, those spicy black bean burgers. You see, we were eating that back in the 80s. So like the book and Bible houses is what we call them because of I grew up Adventist, so we had our own book and Bible house. So everything was pretty much the soy meat, And that's what I grew up on. And then, like, my mom was making black beans, like smushing up black beans and doing that back then.
Really?
Yeah. So then finally, when I started working and...
So at 13, they said, son, here's a pork chop for you.
Nah, I don't eat swine.
Pork.
You never had swine
No,
ever?
that's why
take
I
all
have.
the swine that he
I
got.
have, but, like, if you give me some swine right now, I'm out of there.
You're going to get sick.
I'm breaking,
You
I'm
should be able to
sweating.
smell it.
Well,
After it's been a while, you should be able to smell that. I can
From
smell
a mile
let
away.
me tell you
Charlie
what,
had
no, I'm
me,
going to
I
tell you
was
what my
like, oh,
homeboy
you're
did
making me
to me.
nauseous.
You don't eat swine either?
She don't
I
eat
eat
meat
zero
no
meat.
more.
Oh, you don't eat meat no more.
I remember when she used
Don't
to
worry
eat
about
meat.
it. I'll take
This,
all
this is the meatless crew right here.
I'll take a-
This
who's
is
the meatless
portion.
crew?
I mean,
I
eat
eat-
side.
I
over
eat
there.
meat now.
Yeah,
We this guy with the meat.
I
I
ate meat
had
now.
steak last night.
No, I eat meat now.
Sorry.
Just
I
not,
eat
there's
meat.
no swine.
There's no swine.
My
So you just stay.
my homeboy actually made some hamburgers and he took the sausage and mixed it with the ground. And I ate that thing and dead in the middle of it, I was like,
Something ain't right. Yeah, you start sweating.
You start sweating.
yeah.
Stomach get all messed
I was out
up.
of there. I had to go home. I didn't even stay
That's
home.
swine
I
makes
said,
me
who
feel
does
Don't
that?
work.
Swine
I
makes
know,
me
who
feel
does that?
just
Pork
fine.
in a hamburger patty. Right?
Because it puts it together
Makes me
more.
just fine.
Man, he from Louisiana. That boy is from
Well,
New
Louisiana, they cook all
Iberia.
the meats.
Yeah,
They
he-
cook every meat.
He from New Iberia.
They
He
got
go
3
hard.
meats at one meal.
New Iberia. I know exactly
Yeah,
what
he
you're saying.
he off in Louisiana.
Because
For
I used to
real,
have
for
to
real.
cook like that. 3 meats.
He can cook too.
No.
Mhm.
My daughter cooks nachos and she puts the ground meat, the chicken, sausage, and cut up pork chops in the nacho cheese.
Exactly.
Wait a
And I'm
minute.
like,
Hold on.
wow,
Pork chops?
I've never seen that before in my
Nacho
life,
cheese.
dude. She put the ground meat in there, then she put the chicken in there. She cut up the chicken, put that in there. Then she cut a sausage link up, whatever it is, beef or sausage or pork. She cut that up in there, and then she fried pork chops and cut them and put them in there, and then they all in that shit. I was like, what is that? It was good.
Really?
Don't get it
Okay.
twisted. It was good, but I just never had that many meats in one day.
That's a lot of
That's a lot of meat.
shit.
So who going first?
Man,
Grass corner
I'm
or
gonna tell you.
Rush's minutes or
I'll go.
Dallas
I'll
thoughts?
keep
You have a
doing
topic
it.
for today?
Yes.
Okay. Who?
Brad, you want to go first? After we come back.
Yeah, when we come back.
yeah. Because I want to ask. I'm going to talk about a little bit of something from last week.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. We'll be right back.
Oh, I want to post it. What is it? That's what I want to post this.
I ain't been to that new crowbar though.
Huh?
I ain't been to that new crowbar though.
So Crowbar is the old Epic. Am I right?
In Third Ward.
I've never been to it. So
Epic is in Third Ward.
Yeah, but no, I don't think Epic is no more.
They closed down Vibe too
What's Vibe?
in Greenspoint.
I saw it. They ain't got their liquor. They
They
ain't got their
closed it
liquor
down. He
license.
ain't have his liquor license
All their
renewed.
taxes.
All their taxes. All them people coming in there spending all that money.
They be playing.
He
They
buying
be
Mercedes.
playing games, dude.
Yeah.
Posting this flyer.
yeah, that's this weekend.
What's that? 2-3. Who is that?
Pat Joe.
Oh,
I put the truck in the competition on Sunday.
okay.
I won first and second place, so I won $1,200
Where you put it
in my class, 17,000 watts.
at? Okay.
I put it in my class and I won first and second place.
Oh, that's what's up.
I beat out a dude that had 615 in a PT Cruiser.
Okay.
Yeah.
101. Jazz. Yeah, I just posted it.
like 10 minutes on your segment.
I'm gonna go
You
30.
got 5 minutes on your segment.
So I'm gonna just try to see if I can get him to come next Monday after the show.
You got a lot going on.
He
Yeah,
does.
that movie come. That's
He
why I was so
promoting the hell
excited
out
about
of
him
his
coming.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
if he
saw
had
that?
I was
came
like,
down
dang, right.
right
That would
before
have
would have
been
been
a good look because I
awesome.
know he's gonna have some
But
people
he's
watching.
promoting like so much right now.
Yeah.
Updating pages, all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he got 3 movies
Red
out. Check
carpets,
them
he got
out.
all kind of stuff.
What's the other movie?
This is
One
a
called-
6 special report.
Hurricane Maria has caused quite the devastation in Puerto Rico.
What the hell is
Over
that?
75% of Puerto Ricans are without power.
That's a commercial.
And there still is a large shortage of water. They
That's
need
in the middle
water.
of his
And
song.
they need power. And we need your help.
Donald Trump don't like brown and black people.
What you saying?
Donald Trump don't like
brown
black
or
people.
What the fuck is up with that, man? You trying to get us shot?
I don't know what the hell that is. I'm gonna stop.
That's
that.
Fat Joe's song.
That's his
Oh,
song.
man.
Yeah, that's his song.
Wow.
I was like, what?
Whoa, 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 yeah, yeah. And then South by Southwest is coming up. Are you gonna go?
It's the same week as our party.
No, it's not.
March 17th? March?
No, it
15th,
starts March
16th,
10th.
17th.
It's 2
Yeah, but it
weeks.
goes until like the 17th, 18th,
Oh, I was
19th.
talking about the 10th. I wasn't talking about that.
Yeah, it goes until.
You talking about the
Oh, I
first week
didn't
or the
know.
second week?
I was talking
You
about the
talking
first
the
week.
The first week is like more filmish.
Oh, is
The
it?
second week is the music.
Okay.
South by Southwest.
And
You
all
ever been to South by Southwest?
the music artists, the hip hop artists, the pop artists.
Be packed down there.
It's,
It's
so
it's crazy.
You've been on 6th Street though, right?
Culture.
Oh, yeah. You
It's
have
just a
been
good.
Been on 6th Street in Austin. You never been to 6th Street in Austin?
Yeah, if you've been on down there on a good time,
I've been to
and
Austin,
it's
but I've
like
never been on 6th Street.
doubled.
Because I go down there with the bikers, man, and we normally go out to the outskirts where they be partying at. So,
So you're from Austin.
No, I just live out there.
You live? How long you live down there?
Like 3.5 years.
So you've been to the Oasis on Lake Travis? Man, I like that spot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's where you want to go.
yeah, I already looked it up then, but I'm not going right now. The only place we going is on this cruise, and
Austin,
then
probably a dope
we'll go
city.
to Lake Travis in December.
Oh,
December the
You talking about
23rd.
a weekend getaway?
Oh, the weekend getaway?
You talking about
Nah,
just
much as
so
I pay
y'all
for this
go down
cruise, we
there?
ain't weekend getting away nowhere. We can't drive.
how many days you
That'll be
on?
a 2.5
How many
hour
days?
ride.
7
3
days?
4.
4?
She works in education, so she couldn't be out that long. It's for her Christmas break. So we're gonna go from the 22nd to the 27th. So the
Oh yeah,
Bahamas.
that'd be perfect. Where you gonna
To the
go?
Bahamas.
To where?
To the Bahamas.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going in
And then in
April.
January, and then spring break
I'm going
next
second
year.
day in April.
You going in April? Yeah. Then no, she won't be out in January. Then spring break, 2019, we're going to Paris. She's never been. She want to go to Paris.
Oh yeah, that's my place.
I've never been. So
I was gonna go until they started burning up people that I changed my mind
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
when they was having all the issues.
Cause I have like when I'm out of town and they put us up in a hotel, I always try to stay at like a Hampton or Hilton because I got rewards points. I got 270,000 reward points, so if I can just get to Paris, I get the room for free.
Right.
Where's
Charlie,
yeah?
Probably ain't coming.
she's not coming.
Is yours?
Oh yeah, that's
barbershop you go
mine.
to?
That's mine. That's mine. Okay.
What barbershop you go to?
Signature Styles right there on Veterans Memorial, just right in front of Camden Park. I've been going out. I've been with the same barber man for the past 11 years.
I'm just trying. I'm trying to figure out what I've seen before. Streets, probably.
Probably in these streets,
I
dude.
mean, definitely in the streets.
I used to hustle my ass off before I went legit. I used to hustle like crazy. Never drugs though, but everything else. food stamp checks, pistols, everything. Tickets, handicap stickers. But I never got in the drug business because if I ever went to jail for drugs, my mama would have a nervous breakdown. So I never sold drugs. But I sold everything else. I couldn't give a damn what it was. Refrigerators, washing
Hey,
machines.
thanks for tuning in. We are back. This is Under the Influence on Texas 101 Jams. I am S. Lynn.
I am Mr. Rush. Don't count me out, count me in. For real.
And I'm Schoolboy, a.k.a. Brad the Barber.
All I can say is Dallas. What's up?
Okay, we have Brad's Corner.
So last week we were talking about a little bit, we touched a little bit on that shooting, the Florida shooting. So I've been watching on Facebook, been engaging in these conversations like what should be done, because there was a gun maker that came out was really questioning, he manufactures guns, so you have a lot of people coming out starting to question. But I was pretty much raising the question like, so what do we do? Because in Florida they're changing the age limit to 20 or 21.
21.
But to me, it's like everybody's looking at these school shootings, and don't get me wrong, I mean, school shootings, I add school shootings just to the list of shootings. I mean, I know we've had, different situations with the school shootings, but I look at all the shootings, like Aurora,
Everything.
Vegas,
Right.
Orlando, and even, some that we have a question, but what would be the actual thing to do? Strip people of their ARs? I mean, we know that's probably not going to happen because it's too much of a big business, but what is going to be, because to me, changing the limit, the age limit is you can't narrow it down to just kids.
I don't think that's personally going to do anything by changing the age limit, because if you're 25, you can still go in and shoot some kids up.
Man, walk through a casino
so what's the difference?
with
What's
a
the
whole
difference?
arsenal. I don't even know.
I think somebody knew about that. It's too many. That's too many guns for someone not to say. You know what is this guy right there? What does he have?
What do you think?
What did he do?
The Vegas guy?
The guy with the... Oh, you talking about the guy...
We
that
just-
The
walked-
Vegas guy, I
Yeah,
don't think that was a real
yeah.
shooter.
Yeah, because my thing is that...
I
but
think that
I
was a
don't,
hoax, too.
How
But
does
I
he
mean-
become a host? What do y'all
Well, I
mean
think
by that?
somebody was actually shooting, but I really
But it
think
wasn't that guy.
I don't think it was him, dude. And they used him as...
Yeah.
Why do y'all say
It's
it's a
a
hoax?
hoax.
But
First
real
of all,
people
they had
got killed.
video
They
showing
you see
that there was
the...
bullets coming from
bullets-
another location.
Well, he had two... So in his room, he bust out one corner and bust out the other corner.
Right.
So he was shooting two different ones. Now, not to say that with your theory, I'm not questioning that, but there was fire coming from those buildings, from up that level.
Gotcha.
But I mean, with the hoax thing, I'm just like, to me, how do you not, I agree, but from a different side, like, how do you not see this guy walking through here with these bags?
And all this
Because
information
a lot of people
came-
travel and they take bags. Ain't nobody
But
searching your
these
bags when
bags,
they go
but
to a hotel.
this dude looked like he was fighting in Vietnam.
The dude was rich.
It's a lot of bad.
The dude
He
was
was rich.
the guy was a rich man. And the story that I was following about this dude was just... The thing that got me was they wouldn't talk to his brother. Him and his brother were supposed to be extremely close. And his brother said, and I quote from the news, I had no idea that he had that many weapons. That's when I knew something wasn't right.
Right.
Like,
How your brother don't know.
And y'all like this.
How your brother don't know that you got a bunch of guns. So then all of a sudden then they started finding stuff in his house. Then they started piecing the story together. What gets me is how every time there's something like that going on, they start piecing the story together faster than they done done anything else.
True indeed. They do.
So that's why I think
it's
a lot of that
hoax.
stuff is a setup. Just like I said last time, man, about that whole church shooting when that little white boy walked in the
Dylan
church
Roof. Yeah.
and shot them 9 people.
Man,
That
worship
was a
with him, too.
hit. That was a hit. That was a hit, dude.
I believe that. Once you
I
said
believe
that,
that,
I
no.
thought about it.
No,
I was
no,
like,
I'm
yeah,
saying,
that makes
don't
sense.
nobody
That makes sense.
since we've
That
been on
makes
this
a lot of
earth
sense.
long, we've been here
Makes a
for
lot
a
of
minute.
sense.
Everybody at this table been here for a minute. When have you ever known they'll burn a church down? Somebody run in there and jump on the pastor for either sleeping with their wife or messing with their wife. I've seen
True.
plenty of that. But don't nobody walk in a church and open fire.
But wait a minute. Well, why don't you think the person could just deranged mindset? They could just walk, especially the days that you live it in. They could just walk in a church,
Because
have no
It could
soul,
be
have no
believable
nothing.
if
This
that
guy-
guy wasn't there.
This guy
If
worshiped
that
at
guy
that
wasn't
church.
Who
at
was the
that
guy?
church,
There
the
was a
guy that he
senator.
said, the
There was
senator.
a senator.
If
Out
the
of the
senator
9 people
wasn't
that
there,
got killed,
Okay.
one of them.
if the senator wasn't
Black
there,
senator.
and who was the moving up in polls and everything, if he hadn't been there, then it could be like
Was that
some
election
random just
time?
cycle
Yes, he
something.
was actually.
I don't doubt
But
any of
because
it.
that guy
Actually,
was there,
prominent guy
then
that
I
was
believe
gonna
that
run
it
for
was a
something.
hit.
He was going to run for something, and I'm not going to say that it was a government hit, because a lot of people think that when you say hit, it's like the government or somebody like that, or secret society
No.
or something like that. Somebody with a bunch of money that probably
I mean,
didn't want
South
somebody in
Carolina
that
is
thing
a
to
very,
do. You feel me?
very
They did.
racist.
They did.
Very.
And then the
And he
part
walked
you
in
said
that
too, where they
church.
taking care of the shooters in jail,
What?
like they ready for them.
Man,
You know,
was
they got
waiting
it
on
all
that.
set
Man,
up
they
for
took
'em.
him to Burger
That was
King,
interesting
man.
too.
They
When he
took him.
said like the Aryan Nation or whatever, if they didn't
Yeah, I
kill
was talking
certain
about the
people,
guy that
they
dropped
take
that
care
drug James
of.
Bird.
Yeah,
They take
right.
care of their people when they
He
come
drug.
here.
Oh, they, that's a part of their.
That's a part of that
That
prison
mission.
culture.
Right.
So there's a what they call it. This is a casualty, but you
Nation.
did something great for your cause. Your-
He's got,
Right.
For
he's
your
actually
So we
got a
don't
community,
take
website.
care
for
of
this
you.
community.
He's got a website too in jail. He's got a website. I mean, and that's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you going to jail for a very long time, but he gonna probably live better in jail.
Then he did out
Then he
here
did out here in the
in the
streets.
free world.
The
sure
Aryan
they
Nation
say.
is
And he
a.
drugged
So
that
what you
boy.
think about the gun stuff?
I think personally, man. I mean, I think that they should just order certain guns off the street. I think it's just certain guns you shouldn't have. But at the end of the day, that's like asking for a perfect world. I mean, that's a big money making industry. And my thing is, they
But
already
should have
smuggling.
those though,
But
not those assault rifles.
They shouldn't, but I mean, we got to also take under account they smuggling drugs into the
You
country.
can't blame
Of
the,
course.
you can't blame
So-
the gun companies for what somebody
You can't.
does.
You can, but I think it only should be sold to. I think only like military guns should stay within the military. But like I said, look at the other fact. We got guns being smuggled in. I mean, look at T.I. He didn't go to the store. He didn't go online
He had the
to
direct
military.com. Yeah, that boy had
He had the
machine
direct
gun
connect.
silencers.
You can take a regular AR. You can take an AR-15. Okay, you can take an AR that you can buy at the store. It's a semi-automatic assault rifle, and in 7 minutes or 15 minutes, depending on how fast you work, you can turn that into a fully automatic weapon. And you can go on the internet, and it'll tell you exactly how to do it. Now, when you go on the internet and you Google that, that means that you're going to be flagged because they watch that. But there's a website where you can go in, you take the firing pin, and you have to machine it down
Yeah.
to a
Yeah.
certain number of
Yeah.
whatever. So I heard.
I
And
mean,
then
I
all of a
don't
sudden
doubt it.
you have a semi-automatic weapon. You understand what I'm saying?
That's the
Well,
disclaimer.
So you have
Well,
a, so
man,
you
yeah.
have a
So I
semi-automatic weapon.
heard.
or you can do it the legal way, and it's called a TACCOM 3M trigger that you can buy. It's $300. It's a trigger system, and you put it right in there. And the faster you pull that trigger, it goes from semi-automatic to fully automatic.
It's a
So you
damn,
can't blame them. You can't blame the gun companies
Because
for
there's
what
so many
people do.
ways that
Yeah.
you can get
Because
Because
around
if
it.
somebody
Right.
want to kill
Right.
somebody,
It's
they
right.
don't- so if you take all the guns. Let's say in a perfect world, you take all the guns. Somebody want to kill a bunch of people, what they gonna do? They gonna grab a bunch of knives.
Yeah,
True
Then
indeed.
you gonna
Or they
blame
can
the
make
knife
bombs.
company?
Or they can
I
make
mean,
bombs. Either
There you
way.
go.
they can do it. Well, I mean, yeah.
They can make bombs.
Columbine,
Either
them kids
way,
in
they
high
gonna
school
do
making
some stuff.
bombs.
Yeah, they make
I mean, don't
make
get me
some
wrong.
bombs.
I just think certain things like, you know, I'm just like I don't think
Because
people
I don't
should have certain
want,
things.
I like my right to bear arms.
Bear arms is not the issue for me.
I understand
Yeah,
that.
that's
I
not
just
the
don't
issue for a
think
lot of
everybody
people.
should have certain guns. I don't
Exactly.
think like okay, so like when you're in New York, it is against the law to have a handgun. That's automatic 2 years
Okay.
or a year at least. But look, Plaxico Burress, Lil Wayne, that should be. I think certain guns should just be you can't have them. I don't care if you
I
shot it
agree
in the
with that.
military.
I agree with
They
that.
just certain guns should not
I
be
agree.
accessible to everybody. That's just me. But at the end of the day, like
I
you said,
agree
if
with
somebody want to kill somebody, they can do it with a handgun. But when you look at these massacres, that dude took out a nice little number. To be his age, he took out a nice little number.
That's not the killer part. It
Yeah.
was three. It was
cops
a
didn't help.
deputy. It was a deputy
Yeah.
on the scene that
Yeah.
did not come
That's-
in to
yeah.
do his
He was close to retirement, and he was like,
I
"Look,
don't care,
man,
man. He's a
I'm not
joke.
gonna
I
go
don't
in
care.
there."
You took that oath.
I
You
don't
took
think
if
it
you're a
was,
police. I'm just gonna say if you're a policeman, if that's what you sign up to do, I don't care if you close to retirement. It's kids in there. You got to put your life. That's what you signed up for. The dotted line. That's what we pay.
But see, a lot of people take those jobs not thinking it's not going to happen to me.
Well, especially depending on what community. If it's a soft community, nothing really ever happens here.
And
this is all Candyland.
And it was a Candyland school. It looked like to me.
It was.
But see, those are the schools they happen in.
But I don't think it's
exactly.
just.
It's not even a rough school.
I don't think it's just for school shootings. Not to contradict what you said, brother, but I don't think it's like school shootings that really matter. I think when you first opened up, you were like these school shootings and this and that. I think it's just the whole idea of it being a mass killing. Because when that dude shot, he didn't shoot up a school, he shot up a bunch of homosexual people.
No, that's what.
So it's more of a mass.
I was saying I don't want to narrow it just to school shootings.
It's mass shootings.
It's mass shootings.
We're talking about
my thing is this.
But they're changing the law because of these school shootings. To me, because of the mass shootings.
You want to change the laws behind mass shootings that quote unquote happen at one time, right? Okay, so a mass shooting, what I'm saying is you got a mass shooting that happened at one time, like the school, the homosexual people, the Vegas thing. So you kill a group of people at one time, it's a mass shooting. But what about changing the gun laws for every single day somebody black kills somebody black? That's still a mass shooting, because if you look over the years, a lot of people have been killed, but what do? They don't consider that any kind of threat because you're killing one another. But when you go out and kill innocent people, well, guess what? A lot of innocent people get killed too.
Well, I mean, yeah.
They don't change no gun laws. They don't talk about no gun laws. They give you 7 minutes on the news.
Because, I mean, we could just go off of Chicago murders alone. I mean,
Chicago murders alone.
You know, or New
Orleans.
Have
y'all seen the new show?
You know, but see, that's what I'm saying. We got these gun laws need to really. But I don't want to narrow it just to age. It's something needs to happen. But
it does.
But we already know that, you know, for those that just are realists, or you don't know if some people they read their Bible, but I mean, this is not going to change. This is inevitable. To me, it could be avoided, but I mean, greed, power, you know, you're never going to beat that.
You know what Trump trying to do, right? He's trying to
with teachers. Yeah.
Teachers that
That's
go and take the gun
kid.
class.
I was in fear for my life.
Teachers that go and take the gun class, he's going to give them like more money to go and take the class.
That's not going to
start killing.
That's going to
That's
happen
not
if
gonna happen.
he passes that.
You don't think it? Yeah, but we got to.
It's not going to happen.
We got to go vote.
And I'm going to tell you something about that. You keep saying that. Listen,
them teachers be having bad days.
Donald Trump is that's not going to happen, man. Because I'm going to tell you what everybody been saying. When he was running for president, they said that's not going to happen.
I said it.
When he made president, he was trying to put up that wall. They say that ain't going to happen. Look on the internet and you see that wall going up. Donald Trump is that ain't going to happen.
No, that wall ain't.
What? Dude, he already started building that thing.
He still having conflicts about that. That's not a sign, seal, deliver type of situation. Dude, because you know why? Mexico is not going to pay for that.
He's already
it's checking out of us.
He's already putting the wall up.
No,
dude.
he's taxing us.
Yes,
he knew Mexico wasn't going to pay for that.
Brother.
That was just him buying time to get our minds off of the fact that he's going to be charging us.
And look, the wall kind of bows like this, so you can't climb it. You better look at it, bro.
As far as the teachers, that's gonna that right there. That law is not.
We got to make sure it don't. Though.
Okay.
That's not.
Okay, you keep saying that.
You have a lot of teachers that are not gonna be willing to do that.
You got a lot of teachers that are going to.
I'm gonna
do
tell
that.
you something right now.
Especially
these
inner city
videos
schools
of these inner city kids
absolutely
beating up on these teachers and all of that kind of stuff.
To
me, that's a logical set.
That's it.
Bro, everything since he's been in. I remember making the joke when he was running because I was saying just what you said. They're not gonna let this in here, but I was like, dude is gonna get in here, and we're not gonna be far from slavery. But if this passes, you better believe we're gonna see more dead brown and black kids.
I
all over the place.
I agree, brother.
Well, it's putting it in stone.
Let's just say this: these kids nowadays. Let's be real. These kids nowadays, when you watch the YouTube videos, they tell these teachers, "You disrespected me. You better not put your hands on me." It's because they know you can't put your hands on them. If they know these teachers are strapped, I bet you these kids keep their mouth
But
closed.
see, the problem is,
I bet you the problem is
you want to know
you're going to have one
gonna
nut
still
that's going
try.
to do it. They're going to try, but
let me
when that
sneak this
teacher
in there.
busts one, guess what?
But let me sneak this in there real quick. The only problem I have with teachers having it is because teachers have bad days.
Exactly.
And don't get me wrong, some of these teachers are very justified to go off on these disrespectful ass
And
kids the way they do.
and let's
But
listen to me.
that anger, because a lot of these white teachers, they don't understand our kids. And soon as they clash and that teacher's only having a bad day, I don't want to put that.
Guarantee you.
But let's throw this in the
kids
mix.
find out in
They
there.
don't drug test teachers. So you have
They
some
should.
some teachers that go to school
They better be.
probably teaching high. So then you put a
I know a
gun,
lot of
Probably.
then you
I
put a
know a lot of them
gun
that
in this
are.
teacher's back pocket.
I bet you these.
That creates a whole different type of situation.
I believe half of that.
I bet you
I'll meet you halfway on that.
You put them guns in
I'll
these
meet you
teachers'
halfway on
hands,
that.
And this
I don't
boy
think it's a good
and little
idea.
Clarence
It's not a
know
good idea.
that Miss
No, it's
Green,
not a good idea.
he been beefing with Miss Green.
It's not a
I
good
bet
idea.
you he gonna keep his mouth
It's not a
Because
good
now
idea.
the focus has
It's not a good idea. I'll meet you
taken
halfway
away
on
from
that.
teaching.
I'll meet you halfway on it, but I know that these teachers
It's
are
not-
human.
yeah.
I know what I know with teachers. I hear them.
Think about it.
And they underpaid
It
too.
becomes the same aspect
They
with the
get paid.
police.
Yeah, but they just can't just go off and just shoot a kid. Like,
Yeah, they
without
gotta be-
just
it's
cause.
gotta be
That's the
justified,
same
bro.
thing we said.
No,
There's
no.
certain
Cameras in
laws
the
you
school
gotta
now.
get.
That's
Just for
right.
license to carry. It's
That's
certain
right.
rules
Certain
you have to
laws.
go by.
She's right.
And
To-
you're not finna just do something to lose your license.
The police
And
ain't
lose your
going by their
livelihood.
rules.
Hey,
Right,
that's
but
the
look at
same.
it like this, Rush.
For the police.
Look at it like this, Rush. On Scared Straight, them kids talk back to them prisoners because they know them prisoners can't hit them.
On TV.
But I guarantee you, if they had the ability
Cut
to
the
put their
cameras
hands
off.
on these kids, them kids
yeah.
would sit there and be scared as all
That's
get out.
scared,
I get
yeah.
If I know you
So-
can't hit me, I'ma talk buku trash.
So let
You
me
know, the
ask you a
problem is,
question.
don't talk to my child like
Do
that.
you agree?
They crazy. The
Now,
parents-
do you-
Man, we used to get pops, man.
because our
What's your
parents
boss?
were
And we
same.
turned out straight off
because
the
our
top.
parents were parents.
That's right.
And now the parents now friends with the kids.
Now the parents, you know why they friends? Because we
Because they
get ready to go
young.
to club together.
They young.
Because you ain't but 9 years older than me.
And you ignorant.
And
so
your
child
grandmama
is-
11 years older than both of us.
And you ignorant. Your child is taken right off from you because you ignorant.
So let me ask you a
Wow.
question. Do
Shit.
you agree that the teacher should carry a gun?
No.
That's the
I
question.
think in certain areas and in certain school districts, yes, you should arm these kids.
I think it should be cops in every hallway. Put more
Because
police.
I believe,
Get police
I
more
That's what I
jobs.
think.
I believe that you shouldn't. I don't
Oh,
think
but
that you
then that's
should
an
arm.
issue.
I don't want to say that you should arm it, and
It's
they're
no
arming them because
no
these
answer.
kids is saying that they're gonna shoot up the schools. But I think that we should go back to when we were in school because I guarantee you, if these kids know that you can hit them, they're not gonna act as crazy as they act.
They took
They're not
corporal
gonna act as crazy
punishment
as
out
they
of
act.
school.
They took it out of schools.
Yeah, I just think that we should definitely, man, it needs to be a better gun law. It's got to be a better
Yeah, you
gun
know
law.
you want some
Yeah,
more?
give me some of that.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be right back with Rushes the Minutes.
Stay tuned. It ain't gonna work.
You ain't see that one teacher that caught off and slammed that boy on the floor. I said,
Oh my
and
God.
you know what?
You can
He
talk
needed
about
it.
You know what? You just need a day off. Look, here's lunch on
All he
me.
needs is a
Tomorrow,
day
and
off.
then come on back.
Come on back.
I don't be mad at these
You know what
teachers, man.
gets me? You
I
know
don't know.
what gets me?
That's what I was.
I don't even
What
have
gets
my
me the
scoop
worst,
because I
bro,
thought the guy was coming
Is
today.
when these parents
Yes.
Oh, I know.
see
That-
their
that
kids
totally
doing
my
that
fault.
shit
Oh,
and come up in there and go, "You didn't have to do that to my kid. He's a good
yeah, give me
kid.
some of that.
He just killed somebody."
Your child is
You need some more ice.
your child is
What you got to
disrespectful.
talk
Now
about?
you go next.
No, because
But
what I
y'all
was
still
going
got
to
little
talk
ice
about,
in there.
I was going to.
He was gonna talk about what he
Yeah, I
talked
was gonna
about, which
talk
was
about that.
crazy.
That's what who's gonna talk about. You, me?
He was gonna talk about that.
No, you didn't know. I
You
mean,
didn't
you
know.
know.
I was
You
like,
had
wow.
the same subject.
I just that was on my mind
like,
today.
that's
Because
what I'm talking about.
because the way, like to me, just changing this
You got
law.
ice machine around?
Hell no.
And downstairs is closed.
I ain't gonna lie, that mixture right there is off.
That big peach? Yeah, it is. It really is.
Good.
I just want a little bit. Yeah, like,
Go with that ice.
yeah, I don't want to kill that ice.
I know.
It's all good. Hey man, that boy Bruno Mars, that's a bad boy.
Bruno is bad.
Bruno
He
bad
probably.
boy. That boy got sold. Did you see him
right
doing that
now-
dance routine? That boy, hey, that little, what is he, Samoan or Mexican?
Yeah.
Is he Hawaiian?
Talking about Bruno?
Yeah.
Bruno is, I want to say Samoan.
I want to say Samoan too. Man, that dude right there.
Yeah, he,
That nigga love that cocaine.
well, you know, he got busted with that.
Bro, I seen him in a warehouse. I seen him in
Really?
a warehouse. I was in the warehouse. We was in his room. He get out.
How long ago was that?
Like maybe like when he first came out with the
Yeah, when he first came out.
man. Actually, we were doing the concert the next day, so we was kicking it there that weekend. He was there.
I'm trying to see what to talk about.
I know.
Give me something to talk about. What can we
We'll
talk
just go
about?
with Dallas now. We'll go with Dallas instead of rushing to this.
I figured something out.
Man, you heard Bill Cosby's daughter just died?
No.
44.
Bill
They
Cosby
say
daughter?
it's kidney cancer or kidney failure. Excuse me.
Yeah, my cousin passed away on a cruise ship last week. That we buried him Saturday. I didn't go to the funeral because I was at work, but he was 40. No, he was 36 on the cruise. Had a heart attack. Died on a cruise. On his first cruise ever in his whole life.
You trying to see somebody saying something?
No, ain't nobody saying nothing. Nobody on there. But
That's because it's
yeah.
on my other page.
What page is
I'm
that?
going to put it on the other page. But it'd be a trip because nobody's saying nothing. But then when I close it down, it'd be like 30
People gonna watch it
that be on
afterwards.
it. No, it'd be 30 people on there. So they just ain't talking.
Yeah.
They just ain't saying nothing. Like I closed it out, and there'd be a bunch of people on there that was looking but just didn't say nothing.
I'm waiting to see what's gonna happen though, man. This investigation, this Russia thing, Trump, I wanna see what's really gonna happen with it. Boys is cooperating like a mug. Boys cooperating right now with these things.
What's that?
That investigation. And Trump and Russia. You see
Man,
that
they
dude?
are.
Bruh,
It's getting
let me
for
tell you
real.
something. Let me tell you, I think that they gonna let this go as long as they can before they can't avoid it anymore. But there's an agenda.
It is an agenda.
It's an agenda, and they gotta see that agenda before this. But see, Obama told y'all when he was leaving, he said this man favors Putin. He's like, y'all don't see it. He
And here's
talking
the
about
thing.
me.
He ain't gonna get impeached. I don't think they're gonna
But
get
it
impeached.
takes too long to impeach.
Because
But he might.
it's 2018 right now. You in March. You finna be in March. And this is a process. Because they still...
My thing is what about these sexual scandals and charges? Like, it makes me mad because it's like these white people act like what Kaepernick isn't, like, case in point. They bitched and complained about Obama just having his birth certificate.
Right.
Let Obama have been kicking it with Putin. I don't care. I don't let him go to his
A nigga
favorite
with
Russian,
Putin?
bruh. Just anything. They were bitching.